There we go. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome to another episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast, Season 3, Episode number 1. Hi, mute that. There we go. I am your host, Jamal Good, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am joined today by code name Bobby. Buddy, how are you, sir?
Fuck you. All right, so let's get this. Let's get this right. So the wrestling atmosphere right now is so murky, so murky, so
You talking
murky.
about you talking about what we did last week reviewing uh the Money in the
We
Bank?
keep we keep getting shadow banned. So I don't even know if this is going to stay up or not. Every time you say something, we get knocked off the internet.
We're not talking about Legibaqua?
I'm not touching them at all. I'm not touching them at all.
Don't. It's okay.
I'm not touching them at all.
We don't judge. All right, cool. But no, and that might be it. Now, we talked about Legibaqua because we didn't. I don't know what's happening. Algorithm's off. Maybe it picked back up. I don't know. But let's go ahead and review Money in the Bank. Pull up my notes.
They made the right choice. They made the right choice. LA Knight is good. The problem is that the wrong people are cheering him. He's supposed to be a heel. You boo heels, you cheer on good guys. And he is a natural heel. So what they're doing with him is not going to work.
Not ready. Oh yeah, hold up. First, let's address this Comcast bullshit issue. Now it's just said that my internet is unstable. This is great.
Yeah, you just pause for a little bit.
Dude, so they only got Comcast and they only have AT&T down here. Comcast, you can get the internet and cable. AT&T, you get DirecTV and internet. Really don't want to use AT&T. Wish Verizon would hurry up and fucking come to Georgia so I can get goddamn Fios because this shit is killing me.
That's a whole different other conversation.
Whole nother podcast. Okay.
Different podcast.
So let's go back to Money in the Bank. Yes. So your winner for 2023's Money in the Bank was what's the boy name?
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, the one I didn't like. But he was I'm starting to
Why you don't like him? Because why you don't like him?
I just never liked him. I was just never a fan of him. Even when he was NXT, I was just never a fan of him. You know what I mean? I was never a fan. But he slowly but surely, grown on me. But as far as LA Knight goes, you don't think he's ready to hold the mantle? Or
this is the problem. This is the problem I have with him. The same issue that he had in TNA is the same issue that he has now. You know what I mean? Like the same knocks that they had on, they say that he sounds like The Rock or he sounds like other people. That's his knock.
That's his voice.
Exactly, and that's the thing. So if you didn't like him in TNA, you're not gonna like him now. The difference is that more people are watching him now. So they're like, whoa, we don't like him because of this, and this. But if you look at what happened to him back then, the same way how he rubbed the people the wrong way then, the same way how he's rubbing the people the wrong way now.
But what are you going to do to change it? You can't do nothing to change it.
He is who he is. That's what I'm saying. Like when he had the belt, when he had the championship belt for a hot cup of tea, he got it the same way. He got the belt because of Feast for All. He got the belt, cashed it in, and then he held it, and then he became a cowardly heel, and then no one liked him. And that's the same goddamn character. People keep forgetting that if you keep the same character up, this can't say when he was in MCW, that's the same goddamn character. He's from Maryland. People keep forgetting.
No. Well, yes. Okay.
I didn't say Baltimore. He's from Hagerstown.
I'm from the state of Baltimore, so wow. I don't know.
Wow.
You got state of Baltimore, then you got the rest of Maryland.
Right. We both agree.
So he's out there somewhere. So are you going to say that he's a mid Carter?
He is on the same vein of he is an upper mid Carter. At best, he should have the IC belt or the US belt. That's as far as he can go. He cannot carry a show. That's it.
Are you saying it because of his voice, or are you just saying it because
just who he is? I mean, at best, he like the short people at IWC is going to cheer for him, but the overall problem was always going to be we don't like him because the mass WWE fans are not wrestling fans.
Yeah, that's true. They suck.
That's the issue.
They suck.
You know what I mean? And that's where the issue is.
You still can't see it. Maybe I need more belts. Maybe that's what I need. Let me borrow somebody.
Oh, belts?
Let me borrow a couple belts. How many belts you got? Let's put that on there. Wait. Go ahead. What you got?
I have 1 or 2 belts.
Oh, okay.
I have 1 or 2 belts. But the only belt that I'm gonna have.
I forgot your daughter watched the show. I forgot.
It's this belt. And this is the belt I only care about because this is the only company that matters.
Let me see that. Let me see that other one.
It's the only company that matters.
Let me see that new one. You ain't gonna put it out there? Let me see that new one. Go ahead. You got it. Well, we also want to welcome Will to the show. Will, how are you, sir? As soon as this video uploads. No, but I honestly think that he's for some reason I was about to call him a mix between The Rock and Stone Cold.
He's not. He's not. He is. He will be good if everybody get hurt. That's how he got the belt in TNA. When everybody got hurt, everybody left. He was the person who got the belt.
So is he your Bobby Roode?
He's on the same level as Bobby Roode. He'll be good. He'll be good for a couple months, and then the IWC is going to turn on. That's what they'll return on every time.
Welcome, Will.
Brother Will.
What up?
We're talking about LA Knight.
Talking about LA Knight and Money in the Bank and how you lost.
Oh, well. So funny about that was prior to Money in the Bank, I had talked to a couple people at work, and we had asked who would win. Honestly, I said easy to be between Priest or Knight.
So yeah, that's
I didn't care who it was. I didn't care who it was as long as it wasn't Logan Paul.
We reviewed everybody's picks from last week. We did that already. We did mention your picks from last week. But why not Logan Paul?
I don't like Logan Paul.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Why should I?
He's gonna bring money to the bank. See what I did there? I mean, that's what he does. He's gonna bring money.
First and foremost, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. That pun was terrible.
It worked. So somebody out there laughed.
Let's get out of the way. That pun was terrible. All right. Second of all, I don't like Logan Paul. I mean, plus it doesn't make sense for him to be the Money in the Bank. He doesn't show up that often anyway.
So whoa, wait a minute. You can't go off that analogy because Mr. Lesnar doesn't show up that often either. And they put the belt.
Lesnar was there more than Logan Paul was.
Logan Paul should not be discussed on this podcast because he's not a wrestler.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Regardless of, and I don't even know what he's going to do with.
So let's run this back. Would you accept the fact that what the hell is the guy name? The Irish guy from UFC.
Conor McGregor.
Yes. Would you accept him in the WWE?
No.
Why? Did you accept Ronda?
I did not.
I don't care much for Ronda.
She pulled money in. That's the name of the game, right?
No, she did not.
You don't
she didn't really do it. So, personal opinion, she hasn't really done nothing for the women's division.
Lady Palmer.
That's because hey, welcome back to the show. We talked about your review from last week too. What do you mean she didn't do anything? Now, the only thing I don't
Okay, let's
About Wanda.
roll before we go over the tangent. Let's talk about special attractions and wrestlers. Special attractions.
So you saying
only-
they're not legit wrestlers?
Special attractions are like strippers. They're good for special occasions, but you keep doing too many times, you realize they can't cook.
They cooking something all right. I'm not decent. You can't say that because I don't think of it. I don't think. And granted, I wasn't a fan of.
And let's be real. This season, are you pro or con wrestling?
Am I what?
Are you pro or con wrestling? That's the question.
Pro or con wrestling?
Yes, I don't know what you. I don't know what you. Because
haven't
first of all,
decided
now you're
I
saying
get it.
you like Logan Paul and you like Ronda, and now you're bringing in Connor.
No.
Like I don't understand. What is
Okay,
this?
I know my gimmick for season 3. What's best for business? That's my gimmick for season 3. What's best for business? Okay.
Oh, okay.
And best for business is bringing money in because we can go to Saudi Arabia and bring in $5 billion easy, right?
First of all, I'm pro Saudi Arabia. I'm pro Saudi Arabia. If they want to talk about politics, then
Hey,
US should
host.
be banned first.
Hey, host. Aaron said he never got an invite.
I said, hold up, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know I sent it to him. Let me go back into my. While y'all talking about that, I'm gonna go back into my
like you sent notes.
I did send notes. Just like this episode last week and the week before they got shadow banned. Shit, my notes got shadow banned.
Oh, also,
wait, how does notes get shadow banned?
Huh?
Also, I'm blocked now by Ryback, Dave Mesler.
What did you do?
I don't know what I did.
Week,
I don't know what I did. I'm banned by Ryback, Dave Mesler, and I need to create a list of everyone who blocked me on Twitter because I want them to block me more. I'm working on one more person because he's stupid too.
Who are you working on now?
First one on the screen, Abyss Factor.
I don't understand why people keep trying to go back and forth with me on Twitter. I don't understand.
I mean, you go back and forth with people on Twitter, so it doesn't surprise me.
I am a wrestling apostle. So for me speaking the gospel.
We also want to welcome Aaron to the show. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Hello, is this thing on? Is this real? Yeah. Oh my God, we are live? Oh, God, we ain't been here.
Aaron, hold on, Aaron, what are you talking about? We were live last week. The show just never aired.
Last week.
Yes, the week before that.
We haven't been live and open in it seems like a year.
What are you talking?
Has it been a year?
It's been 5 months.
Last week.
So about half a year, close to half a year.
And the week before that. What are y'all talking about?
Okay, Jamal. If we were live, then why didn't we do a live reaction for Money in the Bank?
Why didn't we do one for WrestleMania?
Because
why didn't we do one for Backlash?
Why didn't we do one for Collision?
Hold on.
Or did you do it another cast?
I don't control YouTube. They blocked us. I don't know. Buddy and I talked about.
Did they block you?
We said something about Legitimiquad, and they just stopped. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Did you mention that? Like this was going to get blocked because he mentioned Legitimiquad.
I did not talk about them people.
We were talking about Money in the Bank, Aaron. And
really?
By the way, Aaron, where are you coming from?
Huh?
I said, where are you coming from?
The place of the places of the places of the places of the places. The places. Hey.
Anyway, so Jamal, my stuff. Okay. So anyway, Jamal, you said Money in the Bank. We was talking last week. We was talking about was.
See, I was telling.
Damian Priest is the right person. I wanted him to cash in on Roman. I don't want Judgment Day to break up.
They're going to.
The way the story is set up, Judgment Day will eventually. I'm not gonna say they're gonna break up, but one of us getting ousted.
Yes.
It made sense for Priest to win because of the tensions building up in Judgment Day.
Correct.
Probably gonna be
because-
Priest. Priest is gonna probably become a face.
Possibly. That's what I was thinking. Because some of the priests, EO won. I'm happy for her. And Damage Control has their problems as well.
And I don't know what the way she won was bravo. I never
That was
thought about
genius.
handcuffing people.
That was
So
genius how she won.
Is this Vince or Triple H? Because Vince doesn't like stables.
We don't know who likes what, and we don't know. Is it always a natural progression for stables? There's always a natural progression.
Unless you're the New Day.
New Day, they already put their foot down. They'd rather get injured than break up.
Then be split.
We're gonna break our neck intentionally. Okay, all right.
Big E did not break his neck intentionally. That is disrespectful.
Systematically, each one of them got injured within a year.
That is
and it
true.
was like, I'm good.
Yeah. So
Hey, Aaron, I'm in Baltimore, y'all. Look, hold on. I'm in Baltimore.
wow.
This nigga.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Hold up.
But
Where's he from West
No,
Side Shopping Center?
I'm still.
Oh no. Go ahead. What you say?
This nigga.
But I forgot you had the NWA World Championship.
The best world championship in the world, the only one that matters. This championship sprawled everyone else's.
As Jamal's pointed to his $1 million championship that he bought.
I didn't buy that. Ted DiBiase dropped it off.
And he's on with that shit again.
Yeah, he did it with the money he stole from the handicapped people. Yeah, you think I'm going to ignore that, Ted? Oh no! I'm waiting for him to block me too.
I can't tell you what they did with their money. I just know he dropped the belt off. That's all I know.
I don't know any.
I
I don't
can't.
know. I don't know
Nothing.
any of the belt. Go ahead, Aaron. You was say?
But yeah, so
what I was about to say would have been so ignorant, we would have got banned.
Copy that. We got banned last
Again.
week, so what's the point?
Because he took that belt and
That's what they do. That's what they do with the Make-A-Wish kids. They take the stuff back.
Look,
I give you that shit. Yeah, give me.
Look, we ain't never gonna get John Cena on here.
You can't see him anyway. He's here all the time. We talked
But I
about.
bet we can get Chris Benoit eventually.
Wow.
This motherfucker.
He's only been back for less than a week. Man.
Anyway.
This will never be monetized.
No, it
Anyway.
won't.
I didn't cuss.
That's just Jesus Christ. So you talked about Io Shirai winning the Money in the Bank tournament. Do you think that was a good choice?
Yes.
Yes.
Who would you take the belt from?
Asian on Asian action.
I want to.
best.
I would like to see Oscar and Io face off.
Yes. They
Yes.
have history. They
do
know each other, and this match is going to be an amazing match.
Plus, imagine the fucking interactions in the ring leading up to the match.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
all
gonna
the
be a whole lot of
YouTube.
Japanese.
It's gonna be hilarious.
And a whole bunch of eating in the ring. All those videos.
Buddy, stop. Buddy, no.
Google it.
I knew you was going
Google
that direction.
it.
I knew you was going that direction.
So him talking about her doing food porn is bad, but the whole Asian on Asian shit that was okay. That was clear. They cleared that one, but the whole it got real when he talked about the food porn thing. Okay, all right.
It's a thing. She makes videos.
I'm not mad about that.
I mean,
I'm trying to get the money. I'm trying to get this shit monetized.
It's a whole genre.
If I need to start showing my feet, I got you. No problem.
I mean, there's a website for that Jamal, but we're not gonna talk about that.
SexySocks.com. I got you.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Wow.
Look,
now we see what he did for 6 months.
I gotta tell my friends.
See, he go down to Atlanta. He go down to Atlanta and don't know how to act.
Well, he know how to act.
I am in Baltimore.
You are not in Baltimore.
North Avenue, right now. North Avenue. That's what I'm at. No,
No, you're not.
no, okay.
At least you're not South Baltimore.
Wow.
Go ahead.
All right. So, also, blah 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 blah. The match between I can't stand calling this motherfucker Gunther. The match between
I'll do it.
Here we go.
The match between Matt Riddle and the Ring General.
Oh, I thought you were about to say reigning disputed.
Anyway, what did you say?
Are we happy that he'll be going up against
I'm
against
fine
Drew?
with I'm fine with him going against Drew.
I'm fine with it, but at the same time, right?
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're right. Because it's like, all right.
But again,
The match between him and Matt Riddle was a waste of time. That's
It was.
exactly.
It was
Does he
basically
drop
filler.
the belt to Drew?
No. I don't think
No,
he's dropped
he
the belt to
wasn't.
Drew.
How you gonna do
No.
it on top?
You see, the match I actually want to see is Gunther versus Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Hold on.
I mean, that's what we all want to
pause
see.
the podcast real quick because my daughter wants to come down the steps and interrupt me. Yes, can I help you?
So
You didn't do this
basically-
podcast in so long, so it don't matter. I guess you
I
forgot.
did. We did the podcast last week. What are you talking about?
I mean, overall,
Nigga, we told you. Hold on.
Oh boy. Full fall break here.
Last week we said we was gonna start our own podcast, and all of a sudden here you come. I'm ready to come back.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. So one second.
What is he bringing out now?
what is he doing?
I don't know. That's my question.
What is he doing? This what we're doing anyway. If he's going to drop the belt right before WrestleMania or right before SummerSlam, I get it. I understand because overall, everybody want that match.
The question is, who will he drop the belt to?
Because not going to be Matt Riddle because he's about to fix the time off because the stripper, his porn star girlfriend, is having a baby.
Oh shit! Let him put in the green screen. You already see the background, nigga. Fuck out of here.
But yeah, like who does Gunther drop the belt to? That's the thing.
I mean,
I mean, personally, I would like it to be
So
Sheamus.
move it over.
Okay. So no. Okay. So since we want to bring
move it to the right.
I'm gonna bring the 4-4 down for a second.
You did all of that.
Oh, that's
yeah. That was a great, funny, hilarious. So yes, we have been away for a minute because somebody's job has been working 24 goddamn 7. Yes, that was me, the host, the Joe Button of the shit. Hold on. I am going to wait. Where's my mouse? Hold on.
Are we really doing this right now?
I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you, and I'm going to mute you because this is my mic and it's live.
What I do? What I do?
My mic is live, and I am going to be Phil for a second, okay? I was away. I had to take care of some shit. I'm back. Yes, y'all mentioned doing a podcast. Cool, it is what it is. Do a podcast. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm back now. I got time. We can make this shit happen. So yes, this is season crazy? 3, episode 1. Wait, hold on. Wait. It's crazy because I'm gonna mute you again. That's all I gotta say. You can talk now.
You know what's crazy about all this, right? Jamal grew some hair.
Exactly. He grew some hair. He lose some weight. He lose some weight.
My hair
stuff
down from 260 to 234. My A1C1's down from 13 down to 6. This guy right here, healthy as all out. Fuck. I'm back.
Hey, hold on. We really got to applaud him for that.
Yes, fucking exercising. Got the bikes. Got the mirror. I'm getting it in. We're going to make this shit work. We're going to be back every goddamn week. Set your goddamn alarms. 6 to 8 on Sunday. Hear the show. Love us.
So is this a consistent schedule?
Join every motherfucking week.
Is this a consistent schedule?
Yes.
Okay, fine. That's something we need. A consistent schedule.
Yep.
Now we need notes.
And me and Bob got this shit on lock, son.
Who is Bob?
You don't know Bob, you'll never know Bob.
Is Bob the editor?
Bob is the editor-in-chief. He is the shit. Trust me. Got you. We'll talk about Bob when we get off the show. But
he went down to Georgia and met a white man named Bob. Anyway.
Bob
and he said, hey.
Okay. So now that I got that off my chest, we're back. Season 3, episode 1. Let's make this shit happen. Motherfuckers.
Bloody, this man went on a whole ass tangent.
All blasphemy on Sunday.
Now, I think that Gunther should drop the belt. Because that belt, I don't give a shit. He should drop it to somebody.
But
and
the point
that would lead him to go after the world title, which he should get at WrestleMania.
But the
drop the belt
is,
before, drop the belt at SummerSlam, win the Royal Rumble championship at WrestleMania.
The point is, if he drops the belt, does the belt lose value if you don't have somebody else picking it up?
Give it to
because he can't drop to somebody like Ricochet or somebody.
Right.
So
nobody cares about Ricochet.
I mean, I care about Ricochet,
especially for his generic ass music. But we're not gonna talk about that.
I mean,
he got a sexy ass fiance.
He does. He does.
So I'm only saying that because my girl's not in the car right now.
drop it to Bray when he come back, because Bray's supposed to be coming back. Drop it to Bray.
No, we don't know Bray
don't need mental illness is real. Like we don't need him.
Honestly, I don't think Bray needs a championship.
Right. You know who needs it?
Who?
Braun Breaker.
So
make that a matchup.
Do I create controversy or do I just let this ride?
Both.
Don't you do
Which
it?
one you want? Which one you want?
Give it to Cody.
Fuck the mental illness. I want to see him back as a wrestler. Fuck all that shit. Put that shit to the side. I can give a fuck about it. I want you in the ring. Fuck your health. Make it happen. Now.
The last time a wrestler did that, they all had a WrestleMania moment in heaven. Let's be real here in hell.
Is that my fault? Am I concerned? I just want you in the ring.
Daniel Bryan broke the
I'm sorry. Let's backtrack. Back to the pre-conversation before Aaron got on here. Best for business. Am I heel or am I face? What we doing this season?
It's best for business.
Got you. So halfway through the season, I'm gonna flip and become a face. All right. So right now I'm a heel. That's my heel.
Okay. This motherfucker.
I think that's how it works, but okay.
My wall is down. My fourth wall is down. I'm a heel right now. Okay. So yeah, fuck mental health. Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker's gonna come in as a. He gonna come in as a heel. You can't have heel on heel.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can, because the crowd still trails for Gunther.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a Nazi, so it's just like you bring him in as a All-American. What?
Damn.
Well, what?
That's
what?
Not. He's not a
no. So no. That's your line. Everybody line. Anything I want to do, I call him a Nazi. Oh my god, I can't call him a Nazi.
That's because he's not. That's the thing.
Am I a true heel?
Just be yourself.
You know what? Hold on. I got
Braun
this.
Steiner. Got Braun Steiner.
So yeah, you're gonna have the Nazi versus the Jew. We can do that.
You see where I'm going with this.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. But in the end, he wins. So it works, right? It works.
You know what I mean?
Rep a fucking racist.
Oh shit. Oh, not in that Hell in a Cell match.
Hey, y'all call me the bad guy.
What's a Hell in a Cell match?
Listen.
No, not Hell in a Cell match.
No, hold on, fuck that. Elimination Chamber.
Exactly, I was supposed to say Elimination Chamber.
And have Lacey Evans as the damn referee.
Hey yo, what the fuck just happened? This show, fuck that. We didn't do no other shows in like 5 months. This one, Mark is banned. Go ahead, fuck it, chalk it up.
I can keep going.
Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Gunther.
It had Breaker face on the screen.
So let's back
down at him.
With Shinsuke Nakamura as in one of the pods.
Yes. It really have a real international battle.
So let's recap this show so far. So first off, we talked about Legibaqua. Then we talked about the Jews and the Nazis. So now we're just gonna get banned all together.
Pretty much.
You know what? Fuck it. Bring Sonny Kiss to Day.
Trump for president. Fuck, I just rounded it all off. There we go.
My president might not be black, but he does coke.
And he got a Lambo. Fuck it.
No, Aaron, we're gonna bring some of the kids. Put him in the elimination chamber, and then bring Nyla Rose and do the same thing.
Oh Jesus Christ! This show's going.
It had Dominic Mysterio in the same chamber with him.
This show just went to fucking. Okay, so what else happened at Money in the Bank? We didn't get to Monday Night Raw. We didn't get to SmackDown, AEW.
Money in the Bank, Balor versus Rollins.
So, is Ronda leaving? The thing between Shayna and Ronda.
So what I'm hearing is Ronda is planning on leaving after SummerSlam. That's the word, and
they do say she has a hard date
to work for the same company.
Huh?
No, she's done. She's supposed to be done.
Company.
She's supposed to be done completely.
Done completely.
She's supposed to be done.
Same umbrella.
Nope.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
She's done completely.
UFC is under the same umbrella.
She's supposed to be done everything.
She's supposed to be just be a mom.
I thought she was going back to UFC.
No, she want to be a mom.
No.
390. Okay.
So what I've heard is she is doing this feud with Shayna to give Shayna some the kind of
push her.
Push her.
So Shayna's about to win
before she leaves. They were supposed they were supposed to do this later, but because Ronda wants to leave, they're doing it. They pushed it up.
I saw reports that she was going back to UFC. That's why I said that.
I ain't hear nothing about her going back.
For her to get knocked the fuck out
again.
She's gonna be running and getting pregnant again.
Hey.
She's gonna be a fucking vegetable.
Do you think she can fight Nunes? Is it Nunes? I think she's a champion. She's a champion. You think she can fight her and beat her?
No.
She got a Bellator.
She ain't going to Bellator.
If she go to Bellator, she gonna kick ass.
That would be your fight right there. For her to have one last fight and try to beat Nunes. You know, Nunes.
And then she get fucked. Then she gonna get fucked up, and then her daughter not gonna have a mother no more.
No,
they allow steroids over there. They don't care.
When Tyson lost that first time, he went back. And I think he lost like 3 or 4 times after that, right? We still like Tyson. Tyson is
that's because of cocaine.
But hold up, Tyson didn't run. She ran.
Okay. Yes.
Like Tyson she got knocked the fuck out. She ain't never come back.
Yeah,
she went really scripted.
Wait. She lost once, and then she lost twice, right? She got 2 losses. No?
Yeah. Okay. All right. She lost, and she came back again and got knocked the fuck out again, and she ain't come back.
Okay. All right. So 3rd time's a charm. You might, if you lose
third time's a charm.
I mean, if you lose 3rd time, look, it's a wrap now. I can't do it.
Look.
A victory lap.
If she come back, hold on. If she come back, it's a higher chance of Buddy getting unblocked from everybody on fucking Twitter than she's winning the title again.
Everybody has it's a chance. No, see what Buddy needs to do is get threads and then follow everybody on them threads.
Well, so you can get blocked on threads again.
Get blocked on threads.
First of all, the Wrestling Apostle is relaunching because these people need to know the right way.
I thought Shiki Baby died. No, damn. Okay.
Anyway, let's continue.
What else? So that being said, we do have new tag team champions, women's tag team champions. Civil War.
Huh?
The Bloodline Civil War.
My ex-family, because season 3, I'm not a
You're not Simone anymore?
You didn't even finish season 2 of.
What are you talking about? Season 2's over and done. It ended when I decided to make season 3.
He got kicked out the bloodline. He got kicked out the bloodline.
He got kicked out before Sam got kicked out.
Look,
he wasn't Uzi enough. He wasn't Uzi enough.
Yeah, he wasn't Uzi.
Fuck that Uzi shit.
What you on Mysterio now?
The fuck out of here. That will never happen. I don't give a fuck what gimmick I got going on. That shit will never happen.
So are you a Gresham?
Am I? No. Fuck out of here. That's even worse. Fucking midget. And that little bitch lives down here too. Shit. Well, fucking. Anyway. What's the end game for Civil War?
Nothing. Cody gonna get the belt from
yeah, I'm hearing I keep hearing that they're trying to have Cody Roman at WrestleMania again.
Yeah, once Roman is at his bottom, that's when Cody's gonna get the belt. and then that's when Roman redemption is going to start.
Yeah.
So they already talking about changing his music when he become face again.
No.
To what I don't know, and I know they're talking about having him feud with Solo.
Right.
I would actually like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. I mean, we saw Money in the Bank how like Solo was like damn they hesitant to do anything Roman does for like a good minute.
Because they're gonna give the twins time off because
I think they missed the boat on putting a belt on Solo.
No.
They should have put a.
No, they did.
Hold on. Hear me out. Roman has the world.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos have the tag,
Uh-huh.
and then Solo has a mid card.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Hold on. Hear my whole scenario out. Make it that way, and then you have the twins lose the belt, and then Solo loses the belt because of one of the twins, and then Roman loses the belt because of the twins.
So here's a problem with that, right? So when Solo came up, Gunther was on SmackDown. You was not going to drop the belt to Solo. You're not going to have Gunther drop the belt to Solo. Not right away. Especially not.
Did he have the belt before?
No, he had the belt when Solo popped up on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You wasn't gonna have Gunther drop the belt because remember when Solo popped up on the main roster, the match before that was Gunther versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
And that's the time people thought that Sheamus was going to win, but that didn't happen. So, and Solo hasn't even been on the main roster for a whole year yet, so it makes no sense for him to be the mid-card champion so soon. Not only that, Solo was built up as the enforcer, so him having the title isn't necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You got KO. When KO got on the show, he got a belt. He beat John Cena.
No. When KO first came on the show, he didn't beat John Cena for the belt. He just beat John Cena. KO was NXT champion, lost it. No, he was NXT champion when he fought John Cena the first time, then lost it to fight John Cena again.
Because you got to drop the belt for you we call it back up.
Did he not have both belts?
No, KO never had both belts.
No, he didn't.
I remember because when he beat John Cena, he picked up the United States Championship, threw it down, stepped on it, and picked up his NXT Championship. And this was prior to his NXT Championship match against who was he facing? Was it Finn Balor?
Or was
it Samoa Joe?
Nah,
Could have been Joe.
You said it was Joe?
It wasn't Joe. It was It wasn't Joe.
Was it Balor? I think it was. I think it might have been Balor.
It might have been Balor.
I don't know. I can't think of
belt,
who Joe Austin.
Yeah, because the only belt that he didn't have was the U.S. belt.
Yeah.
He never had the IC belt. He never had the IC belt.
He never had any kind of title belt. Yeah. So yeah, like having Solo come in so soon to take the belt off Gunther, especially with no real build-up, let's be fair, doesn't make sense, especially as far as the whole bloodline storyline. Plus, Roman kept Solo by his side. So it doesn't make sense for Roman to allow Solo to win a belt in the process, because that gives Solo agency to do whatever he wants, and it doesn't fit with the blood. It doesn't fit with the whole bloodline story because he's Roman's enforcer. He helps out Roman. He helps out the Usos. He doesn't go for his own belt until later when he leaves the bloodline completely.
When he's on his own redemption arc.
Did Arn have a mid card?
Yes, he always had a TV. He always had a TV belt
when Flair was the champion, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't that work? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's a long thing of them not letting one faction hold all the belts.
Yeah,
that's why he had the North American belt.
That's stupid.
Yeah, he had a North American belt, and he had to vacate that when he went to the ring roster.
Right, because he can't defend both of them.
I mean, let's be fair. Like, why didn't when the Hurt Business had the United States and tag team titles, they eventually lost them all.
Right.
When the New Day had, what was it? Kofi had the World Championship and Big E and Woods had the tag team titles. Mm-hmm. What happened? They lost them all. When Big E had the World Championship and Kofi and Woods had the tag team titles, what happened? They lost them all.
Right.
But your main faction and heel right now
is still the same. It's still the same concept.
Focus on the show. So Why not just give them the
It's,
belts?
it's still the same concept. The only faction in modern time that had every last belt was the Undisputed
Evolution.
Era.
Well, the Evolution, but yeah, you're right.
As in modern era, but as in modern
Yeah,
era. Yeah, it was the Undisputed Era, the
Right.
UE, because
What?
Adam Cole had the NXT Championship,
Okay, it's
Roger Strong had the North American Championship, and O'Reilly and Fish had the tag team titles.
And the only reason why that happened because Vince wasn't paying attention to NXT.
Yeah. But in modern time, the Undisputed Era was the only faction to have all the belts, all of it. So and as far as main roster, Vince would never let that happen.
Mm-mm.
Even if Triple H wanted to write that, Vince say, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that."
Mm-mm.
Because honestly, it sounds like a fine idea, but the other caveat is, at the time when Solar came up, Sammy was in the group still.
Mm-hmm.
So Sammy would have been a mid-card champion, not Solo.
Correct. Sammy would have been IC.
Yeah, but that didn't happen. So
Right. That's why they gave Solo the NXT belt, and it was like, yeah, that's not a good idea.
yeah, so
And that's the other thing when you dealing with Imperium is like, all right, what we going to do now?
right, because like you have Goode with the Intercontinental Championship, but you have Kaiser and Vinci with no tag team titles.
Correct.
Who don't do shit.
Like you could, like realistically, you could have them take on Zayn and KO and take the titles off them, but they're not doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like that's that. Like as far as the main roster goes, they're not doing that. They're not going to do that at all.
Mm-mm. You cut into your main profit anyway.
So I haven't been up to date on my AEW. When did Swerve and Keith Lee get back together?
Oh, they did.
Wow.
They did.
That was a
So-
blind tag.
So the premise is a blind tag team tournament. You don't know your tag team partner, and the winner of the tournament gets a shot at the AEW World Tag Team titles.
Right.
That's
Swerve and
stupid.
Keith Lee was put together despite the fact that these two are feuding.
Feeding.
That's stupid.
And Swerve has more
like the idea.
charisma.
Which is
than
why Adam
anybody
Cole
in
and JF were together.
Exactly. That's why
there?
Swerve. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was saying I like the idea of a blind tag tournament.
I mean, it's an interesting idea, especially because like you can put people who don't like each other and force them to either work together to potentially get a tag team title or just see how far they go before they crumble.
What was that in WCW?
Same thing.
They did a tag team tournament, but
Yes.
two different people together.
Yes.
At the end, they would be all four in the ring. And they would
Yes.
get a world title shot.
Yes, that's a WCW thing. It's one of Dusty books. It's one of Dusty ideas.
WCW 2.0. All right. Okay.
But my thing is, Swerve should have a belt of some kind. He has more charisma than anybody in BCC. He has any more charisma than anybody in the elite. He should have the belt.
Which is
What
funny
are you
because in the
What are you
BCC, it's funny you say that because the only person in BCC with a championship is Claudio, and he's a Ring of Honor champion.
And Claudio doesn't even defend his damn world championship.
Wait, then they had didn't they?
He
do
defends on.
Justice
I guess he defends on Ring of Honor.
He does.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't even talk about the Ring of Honor. He gonna be facing Mark Briscoe at the next pay-per-view.
But
that's a loss.
But no one in the elite has a championship at all right now.
Come on. Mm-mm.
Not yet.
I mean, the contract is also up too. So
Yeah, that contract is coming up soon. Funny enough, I came across something a few days ago. It was talking about Moxley and how Moxley could have showed if he wanted to, he could have showed up at SummerSlam with the AEW World Championship.
yeah, because he was on the contract.
Yeah, he was on the handshake deal.
But he likes bleeding now. He likes tampons.
But yeah, so the Civil War, the Bloodline Civil War, I'm not gonna lie though. When they got to a point where everyone thought, oh yeah, Roman got this, and the Usos kicked out, I was like, oh, never mind. Holy shit. Now we're interested.
Yes. When he went on his knees, it was like, I was like, what are you about to do? And then the crocodile tears started coming up. I was like,
Oh, you
wow,
talking about SmackDown?
I was like, oh, this is cinema right here. This is all types of cinema. It's all types of cinema. I'm like, I like this.
speaking of post Money in the Bank, Monday Night Raw actually wasn't that bad.
Wrestling this week that I watched was amazing.
And no, I'm not gonna lie though, being there for Cody's interest and Seth Rollins' interest is something different. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you was live, you was live in the audience. How did it feel?
Yes. So I'm not gonna. So when Rollins came out and I saw here the audience, I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of fire. When Rollins came out, the energy was high, and when Cody came out, the energy was even higher. I'm like, yo, I'm liking this. This is good. It feels different being there live than watching at home.
Of course,
you can tell the massive difference.
And that's the thing. Like Baltimore is a wrestling town. They're like you can't run away from that. So if you're over, your crowd's gonna. But we're honest about what we like. We're honest about what we don't like.
Yeah, and Rollins is funny because he went to have Dom talk, and before Dominic and when Dominic went to say a word, massive boobs, and I mean massive. It was something else.
How y'all feel about him? About the way he's being booked? I like the fact that he's facing upper mid cards, right?
So you know, him being that cowardly heel that talks a lot of shit, it works for him. It works for him, especially considering the fact, you know, the tournament he put his father through.
Correct.
So him being the way he is works for him. The only thing that tends to bother me sometimes is when it comes to Rhea. But other than that, though, it works for him.
Is that a personal thing, or is that what
it might be a personal thing?
I want to say like because he's doing it just like his dad did with China. So it's like
you talking about you're wrong. Yo, buddy, you terrible for that one. As soon as you said his dad did with China, my brain went, wait a minute, wait. You know what, buddy? You know what?
I said what I said. I said what I said. That boy looked like.
Buddy, you ain't shit. I'm just letting you know that.
That boy looked like Guerrero. I don't care.
But
I agree with Chavo. It's just damn it.
But
what Eddie was still alive. No one know who Rey Mysterio is.
But I do know this though. Rhea versus Natalya actually delivered. Because I'm not gonna lie, when on paper, I was tired of it. I didn't want to see it. I thought it was gonna be a stinker. No, they delivered.
She's a great wrestling hand. That's the thing. She's an amazing wrestling hand. So
I think the problem was every time they had a match, the match never started.
Exactly. That's the annoying part. It's like, are you going to do it or you're not going to do it?
Yeah, but this time they actually had a match because instead of Rhea attacking Natalya, Natalya attacked Rhea.
And it made sense.
And there was a spot during the match where Rhea went for a frog splash, and Natalya stuck her boot right up, and I swear it connected Rhea straight in the chin.
Completely.
And you can see the after effect as Rhea's bleeding in her mouth. But I'm not gonna lie, that spot, I was like, ooh, that hurt my chin. Mm-hmm. Ooh, but it was good. I like that match though. That was good. Like out of all the women's matches, like out of both women's matches on the show, that was a better one because the tag team eliminated. Was it a tag team eliminated? Yeah, tag team eliminated when they did. That crowd was dead. That crowd was actually dead.
I will admit, I don't understand what they're doing with the tag team. I can't defend it. It's like I don't understand what you're doing with it.
Like I'm happy to see Indy and Candice back together as a team. Exactly. I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. And to see they're still going on with the story of Nikki with Candice.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know. I got nothing. I like Cade and the Katana. I do. Like I say,
they
Candice
won, by the way.
Well, I know why they didn't win because you need a face champions, you need a heel tag team. So Sonya and Chelsea.
So that's not a good argument for the women's tag team division.
Oh no, it's not.
Anyway.
Oh no, it's not a good argument. Yeah, it's not a good argument, but it's the only one that makes sense as far as why they did it. Right. Now, I agree. Caden and Katana should have won, but it kind of falls. But in a slight variation to the solo argument, it's too soon.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all I got. Because the only real tag teams they have on the main roster is Caden and Katana Candice LeRae, I guess Sonya and Chelsea.
They don't have enough teams to justify belts.
That's
why they had to merge them.
You also have Albert and Isla, and then you got Liv and Raquel. And out of all of them, out of all 5 teams I just mentioned, 3 of them, actually 2 of them are more legit than the others, with one being like a middle ground.
Right.
The 2 that are more legit is the way of Candice and Indy, and Katana and Kaden, with Isla and Albert being like that middle ground.
Correct.
So, but yeah, other than that, I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, we was talking about the women's tag team division, but go
I
ahead.
was listening the whole time. I heard
You did what you normally do with women's wrestling. You took a piss, didn't you?
No, I was making something to eat because I fast between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. So I got to eat before 8 o'clock. You know, that's how I'm losing my.
Oh, look at him! I'm on a day weight loss journey. I'm telling you, I keep calling me a fat fucker, fuck.
Haters gonna hate because I'm having all 10 of my toes, bitch. Anyway,
I'm still gonna keep them all in the jar. You'll
copy
have
that.
Anyway,
10
Is it a
toes
good deal
down.
so are we? Is CM Punk going to?
Oh my
like
God, I care.
championship
I don't care.
This
I don't care.
tournament.
I
I'm
don't
talking about the
care.
Owen Hart tournament. So you don't like Owen Hart? You're not a fan of Owen Hart?
I don't. He fell from grace. All I'm saying is this.
Hey, yo.
this guy.
I'm gonna say it like this. I don't know the purpose of him in that company. I watched Collision from start to finish. Only thing that was in my mind, this will be really good on Dynamite.
So my internet went to shit. I missed all that.
I know, but everyone else didn't realize.
So speaking of Collision, so I found out that that Malachi Black has said he wants the House of Black to solely be on Collision, and the reason why is because, and I can see where he's coming from. If you give the option of House of Black to be on every show, most people ain't gonna pay attention. Whereas if they're on one show, they're gonna actually go watch it.
Oh, so he's a booker now.
And no, they need one. I mean, I understand. Listen, if you have the right to tell people that I'm not going to work the rest of the week, I'm only going to work this one day, go for it.
I understand.
That's cool. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna give you 1 day a week money then. Fuck out of here.
Malachi Black is our is your trio's champion.
Right.
And as champion, realistically, he has the right to dictate what he does. Mind you, hold up. Time out, Jabal. You wouldn't say this about Roman. And Roman dictated his contract.
You cannot put Roman in these
but it's still the argument is still the same.
But
no. Roman is bringing what's best for business. Roman is bringing in money. People are going to pay to see Roman. They're going to, whether it's on SmackDown or Raw. They're going to pay to see Roman.
But it gives
not going to pay to see Malachi Black.
But if all of those guys agree to work only on Saturday, my thing is because all of them, it's not just him. It's
Buddy Murphy and
Brody and Buddy.
Los Flair. No, I'm saying Los Flair.
Andrade.
Yeah, Los Flair. I mean, he's eating for Flair, so he is who he is. You got all those ex WWE and CM Punk can't. They're like, hey, I mean, Tony gonna allow it.
Okay, so then as a business owner, I'm gonna pay you what you work. Because I have people that want to work on Wednesday and Friday and maybe Saturday, and I'm going to pay them accordingly. So if you just want to work Saturday, I'm going to pay you accordingly.
But they only know Rampage and Dynamite is filmed on the same day. So technically speaking, they only work 2 days a week.
Okay.
Everybody only work 1 day a week.
So Rampage Dynamite is kind of 50-50 because sometimes they're filmed on the same day, sometimes they're filmed on different days. So it's 50-50 with that.
Depending on where they at.
Yeah, but not everyone on Dynamite shows up on Rampage, much less Collision.
Correct.
So
Punk is running Collision like you and my.
So we don't travel and do live events like the WWE, correct?
Correct.
So I'm paying you just to show up on TV. So I'm going to pay you 100,000 for a year, example, 100,000 a year to work as many shows as I want you to work, right? Then you gonna tell me, oh no, I'm only gonna do one show. You can suck my whole dick if
But-
you think I'm gonna pay you
Hold on,
$100,000.
hold on. Let's take your same thing. If they get
Wait a minute.
first
Shout
of
out
all,
to
I
Benzo.
don't. Wow. So first, if they get paid per appearance, it equals out to the same thing because either they doing one, they're not doing the other one. No one's doing both.
Right.
Well,
and,
they're
on top of it, let's be fair. Let's be fair. If they're on one show, that means it gives them time to build on that one show.
Correct.
And on top of the Air Boys burnout.
Right. Right now, the problem with AEW is that they don't have one voice for everyone. You have to look at YouTube to get some of the storylines. So you got to watch this one show, then you have to watch this other show. Then sometimes you got to pay attention to ROH. If they focus on certain things on certain days, I'm all for it. It's the same thing WWE do. All they got to do.
Yeah.
I don't think they do house shows. Though.
So you're telling me
that is
the
true
brand,
because
the brand split
it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
no. When they were ran separately with two different creatives, you telling me that was bad?
No. Back then it was good.
No, we said it was
No,
good.
we not talking. No. Time out. Because I see what you're trying to do. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. We're not talking about that brand split where Raw had its own storylines and SmackDown had its own storylines, and they rarely, if ever, crossed over. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the time frame where Raw and SmackDown basically had the same goddamn storylines. The storyline went from Raw to SmackDown. Let's use I hate to do this because I like this storyline, but let's use a bloodline for fucking example. They start on SmackDown, but you see them transition to Raw and then back to SmackDown.
That was Fox.
Huh?
That was Fox in the USA. It was like, we want this gorgeous man on our TV too.
Exactly. That's what I'm pointing at. Having I'm using House of Black storyline. Having the House of Black storyline with Andrade solely be on Collision gives, at least for them, it gives them a reason to keep going and see how far they can go with the storyline.
And the only
Am I tuning in
there's
for
another thing about it,
House
though.
of Black?
Hold on. What you say?
Aaron?
There's another thing about it. They're owned by the one network, Turner.
Yeah.
So it don't even matter.
At all.
It's like with WWE, like you said, it's USA and Fox.
Right.
They all fight.
Right.
They fight for, I want this story. Now Turner's like, all right, let's throw them on TV.
And when they unified the belts.
Yes, we own TNT. Fucking matter.
Right. And when they unified the belts, that's where the problem started.
Yeah. When they unified the world titles, that's when it became a big problem.
Right.
And yes, Jamal, I think you all been a little too harsh on the House of Black, but I digress. But yes,
House of Black is decent. The only thing is, I wish Dan House was in it, but other than
I'm sorry. Fuck Mr. Trinidad. Fuck him.
Oh, is that
wait a minute.
Is that personal? That's personal? That's personal.
Wait a minute. You said Mr. Trinidad. Oh, time out. What?
Mr. Trinidad, Miss Ripley, Mr. Unknown. I don't fucking know who he's married to. It
Wow.
doesn't even matter.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Somebody is bitter right now.
Sorry. Mac, because your wife
I
is
know,
doing
buddy.
better than you. Hey, I'm sorry. You know, I want to work one day so I can see my wife for the weekend. Fuck out of here. Sorry.
Okay,
my
that's
bad.
the reason. I mean, I would.
I mean, I fail to see how that's a bad thing. Am I the one that's crazy? Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing.
No, Jamal said that out of the place of hate.
What is the gimmick for this year? Gimmick for season 3 is what's best for business.
To make
That's
people
for
stay
business?
home on
No.
Saturday.
That's for business. It's for your bitch ass to wrestle when I want you to wrestle. That's best for business.
Okay.
Get out there
What?
and
Okay.
dance.
Okay. Question. What happened to Rollins when that happened? Injury. I don't like that. I don't want to do that, but that's what happened.
I'm sorry. Is Rollins Mr. I'm gonna injure everybody? Because he is.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So I don't give a fuck if he gets hurt. That's his fault because He took out Finn, who could have had
But
a great
hold on, time out,
championship.
time out. No. Jamal, time out. Before you continue talking, that's one of your biggest stars. You shouldn't pay if he gets injured.
Give a
If
fuck
one
about
of your
Seth
biggest stars gets injured, then you gotta replace him. If you got no one to replace him, then what? That was
Rollins. I'm over the Shield having all the goddamn belts. You got other
Well-
talent that you could use
well,
to be champion.
Well, technically, Mox doesn't have the belt right now, but I digress.
I'm happy he doesn't. I'm waiting for Roman.
he
to
has
get the belt. I
he
wish
has
he
the
would've lost
belt, but that's
to
he
Dwayne.
has the belt, but
But-
it's wrapped around his arm, and he's keep giving blood.
Buddy, shut up.
So I'm over the Shield having all of them. I'm over it. You got other talent, grow your other talent. That's all you can do. You
That's
can grow
why
your other
Damien.
talent.
That's why Damian Priest is about to get the belt, so all the Puerto Ricans in the world.
Wow.
Damn it.
That Bad Bunny gonna take it from him.
And then
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna take
got-
him on tour.
Oh
World
God.
Tour, bitch. It's the world championship now.
Anyway, I can't.
Shout out to Shiki.
Speaking of Rollins, that match between him and Dominic. So that match between him and Dominic. Okay, I gotta admit, Dominic is getting better in the ring. As far as the wrestling, he's getting better.
It's crazy that they keep putting him up with those stars so that we will acknowledge him for being a damn star, even though he's not.
Yeah. But his in-ring work is slowly getting better. I will admit that.
And they're
I will
taking their
admit
time. They're taking their time with him, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's like the best thing you can do with someone like him.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially because he skipped NXT completely.
completely. I mean, he's Gato, so like he's born into this.
He's technically a Mysterio, but okay. I can't.
Man, if you want to be technical, his real last name is Gutierrez.
That is also true. Whatever. But no. So I'm waiting to see how they do this. Because with the Judgment Day, the main tension is between Balor and Priest.
Right.
Not really anyone else.
One of them gonna turn face.
Yeah,
and I got a feeling it's gonna be Priest.
I see that. I see it happen. Like something's gonna happen, and Balor's gonna get so pissed and jealous that he's just gonna say, "Nope, you're out." And that might lead to JD McDonough being his replacement.
Exactly. And that's what I seen somewhere online. They was like put Bray with New Judgment Day. I was like, you don't need that.
But who would Judgment Day?
Bray.
Bray with Judgment Day? No.
Like,
That's under the same logic of Matt Hardy being with the Dark Order. That was enough.
No. And those guys, why are they still there? People are really trying to justify me. Even
They just beat the
Uno.
Elite the other day.
I know people are trying to justify me online saying that it was okay for him to be Hangman. I hate Hangman, but I'm like, really? Like, what's the point then? Like, even Uno, regardless of what they're doing, that should not be a thing.
Well, as far as the Ring of Honor storyline, Stu Grayson is slowly getting out the Dark Order. He's joining the Enlightenment?
Yes, he's going to join the Enlightenment, but that's still the same goddamn thing. I like the Enlightenment better than Vincent is always going to be. I have my love for ROH, and that's never going to go away, even though they're not my dad. Like, it's always a good thing. Every time I look like, you're not my dad, but I still like everything that they have the possibility of doing in ROH, even with the bringing back in the embassy. Because Prince Nana is
not gonna lie, having Samoa Joe as your TV champion is not a bad thing either. That's
why I don't understand the feud between him and Punk.
I didn't know something Punk requested.
Yeah, Punk wants to bring those guys to his fold. Just change Collusion to ROH, and you can have your storylines.
Technically, you're not wrong.
That's what they should do.
And you still
I wish they would have just did that anyway.
And you
coming out with AEW Collision, just like, oh, ROH is down Saturdays.
That would probably. I could agree. I can see that. And plus, you still have ROH talent on TV.
Exactly. That's what I would do.
Go ahead and welcome Chris to the show. Chris, welcome. Go ahead, continue. Audio's connected.
So I think having Ring of Honor on Saturday will probably be a phenomenal idea. And when not, because you have a Ring of Honor talent, and it gives people them TV time. and it's still on the AEW, and you can still have a couple AEW stars show up here and there.
That's what Collision feels like. Every time I watch Collision, it makes me feel like I'm watching ROH. That's why I can stomach it. It's hard to watch Dynamite. It's hard to watch Rampage, but I can stomach Collision because it reminds me of
Ring of Honor.
Right. And Impact. Impact is amazing.
Impact is another go on. Okay, quick time out since we kind of bring up indie like stuff, if not development stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm still the only person that watches NXT. But how do we feel about Carmelo Hayes being their top champion?
I like it.
Love it.
Brother Chris.
Christopher, who grew all his hair.
Fuck
Look
that
like,
nigga.
look like a porcupine over there.
Hey, it's no gray though. That's all that matters. It's no gray.
So everybody take off in the way like being groomed. Okay, I see where you're going.
Actually, I had a hat on my head, so just give me a little grace.
No, I mean, Jamal looks like a bear right now. So that's lost weight. I can see my toes now.
That's what best for business.
Anyway, I was asking because, like I said, I know I'm still probably the only person that keeps up with NXT on a consistent basis. So, because I know right now their top champions is Carmelo Hayes as an NXT champion,
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, who's I'm not gonna lie, is doing phenomenal work as a North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
Even after the whole thing with MSK being split because Nash Carter got fired.
Right.
Wesley is doing phenomenal work. And then we got Tiffany Stratton as the NXT Women's Champion.
How do you feel about? I mean, I'll say it like this. Sean is doing his thing down there, and he knows that he only got them because I heard the new policy for the 6 months rule. If you can't get them in 6 months, then it's like
they gotta go. Yeah, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that rule as well.
Look, Mr. Hinkerbottom.
Wow, you gave him the
government name.
I wasn't going away with it. I just want to say his fucking name. That was it.
Oh, time out. Quick question. Who knew that Gable Stevenson and Damon Kemp were brothers?
They are?
Yes. Okay, but buddy, you're the only person that knew because I found that out some time ago. I was like, wait, y'all brothers? What?
It's one of those things that I don't know if it's gimmick brothers or real brothers.
No, they're real brothers. They are real life brothers. Similar to the Creeds, they're real life brothers.
I got a feeling they're gonna become the new Steiner brothers.
Yeah. So the only reason I bring this up is because NXT last Wednesday had a match set up. It was NXT Underground, basically kind of reminiscent to Raw Underground, and it was Damon Kemp against this guy whose name I'm blanking on right now, and the person who trained Kemp's opponent was his own brother, Gable Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I came across it. I looked at something caught my eyes, and something caught my attention. And I looked. I think I was watching something. They was talking about it, and they said something about they being brothers. I'm like, nah, stop lying. And I looked it up. Like
it popped me when he kept suplexing them, and it reminded me of a young Taz.
Yeah, funny enough, somebody on Twitter said
because he is smaller than Gable. He's a small. Yes. He is very small.
I believe Gable is the younger of the two brothers by a year. But somebody said Gable Stevenson gave some. It was on Twitter. Someone said like, I finally found someone that gives me that feel of that give me that Kurt Angle energy, and it's someone they don't like.
Exactly.
I was like, wow, okay.
The question will be, can he speak on the mic? Does he have?
He probably can't yet. He probably can't yet, more likely. But yeah, cause it threw me off because I'm still like y'all. I'm still like y'all, brothers. Holy shit!
No, my thing is, we all know he can't speak on the mic. He's gonna need somebody to help him.
Yeah,
he's gonna need.
So he's gonna need help with his mic skills. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes. Oh boy. Yes, Aaron. That's what he's saying.
Shout out to Alex Kane for winning the MLW World.
I saw that you posted on Twitter. I know NXT's Great American Bash is going to have Wes Lee versus Mustafa Ali for the North American Championship.
I like how that NXT
that's
WWE
good.
talent is going. They're trying to bring up. They're trying to bring up NXT by using the people not doing nothing in WWE.
Oh, speaking of not doing nothing, Baron Coleman had actually brought back his old theme music.
Yo,
For one
that
match.
was decent.
Since we're giving shout outs to champions, shout out to Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, he is in the NWJP Strong Openweight Champion.
Openweight champion. Yes.
Really,
shout out
really.
to him.
Well, fuck Eddie Kingston.
We're just going hang.
Oh yeah, and also Impact, buddy. So, buddy,
What?
I'm not gonna lie. This whole the Motor City Guns being X Division and World Champion, I still can't believe it. Mostly because I was not expecting Alex Kelly to become a World Champion anytime soon.
I didn't expect it, but when I got it, I was happy. Regardless of what's going to happen next, and the greatest technical British wrestler in the industry right now is going to take the belt.
Yeah,
no, he's not. Sorry, buddy.
Nick Aldis.
So right now at Slammiversary we have 3 confirmed Camel Kid matches. Nick Aldis versus Alex Shelley for the Impact World Championship. Trinity versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Impact Women's Championship, and Jamal's favorite Leo Rush versus Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship.
My guy, DC Zone.
Again,
Outside of the command, the only time I support somebody from DC.
Jamal was best for business. Fuck Leo Rush. That's what's best for business. Fuck Nick Aldis because he sucks.
Whoa.
Best thing you got going is your country ass wife. That's it. Other than that, you suck.
Nick Aldis is the greatest technical British wrestler out there right now.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
Zack Sabre Jr. is.
Who did he lose that belt to? Who did he lose that belt to, buddy? Let's run that back. Who did he lose that belt to?
So
he said British Jamal.
Hold up. Time out. If you're going to go there, if this guy beat Nick Aldis, who did this guy lose to?
Doesn't even matter. We talking about Nick Aldis.
It does matter.
We talking about Nick Aldis right now. My bad.
Buddy, I might have to disagree with you. Zack Sabre Jr. is the best technical. I'm sorry.
I need to see where he's from. I don't know if he's really British.
Hold on. Let's run this
Zack
back.
Sabre Jr.?
He might be from Wales.
Let me check something.
We don't count those people.
Let me check something real quick. Chris, you're from Baltimore. Will, you're from Baltimore. Buddy, you're from Baltimore. Aaron, you're from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore, which means we were born in America. So fuck the British and their tea.
Wow!
Just
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got an argument with that one.
That's back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Jamal, you're black. Chris, you're black. Buddy, you're black. Will, you're black.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we was brought over by this to help you, Jamal. Oh, shit. We was brought over. We was enslaved by the English and come over here to America.
Yep. So, fuck the Queen.
Can I ask y'all this question? Since we're on this topic,
My bad.
This country just celebrated its Independence Day, right?
I didn't celebrate.
Happy Treason Day.
No, can I
Treason Day.
Can I ask the question? How can you claim independence on a land that you never even owned? That wasn't even yours.
They stole it. Fuck Columbus too.
Look, we're not here for a goddamn history lesson.
I celebrate Happy Treason Day. The only independent holiday I celebrate is Canadian January 1st.
Wow.
At any rate, so Zack Sabre Jr. is born in the Isle of Sheppey in England.
Best technical wrestler out of England.
Fuck them in their teeth. Go ahead.
Did you say their teeth? Because they do have some jacked up teeth. Or did you say
their teeth? I don't know. Look.
From what I understand, that's how you can tell if for anybody from England, if their teeth look good, that means they got money. If their teeth look jacked up, they broke as all get out.
Meghan Markle teeth ain't messed up. She good.
She's from America, you idiot.
She's using British. She's using British wipes.
Yep, there you go. She got a bidet. I bought it. There we go.
What's the
Anyway,
Buttes?
come on, y'all couldn't find nobody else to be champion, yo. Nobody else in Impact's roster to be champion.
No,
Oh,
they're
two
building.
oldies.
They're building up.
It's not that they couldn't find nobody as champion. It's just at this point, Alex kind of deserves it.
He deserves
Why?
it. Why
Him
you
and
why you
Saban-
hating?
Wow.
Him and Saban have put in the most work. I mean, in my opinion, I think they should have. If you were going to put a belt on somebody, I would have put it on Saban before I put it on Shelly.
Thing is, Saban is a former world champion.
So
Alex Shelley has
already.
never been a former world champion.
Yeah, Saban, he beat Bully Ray. He beat Bully Ray years ago.
Saban is a former world champion. Alex Shelley is not.
No,
Plus,
yeah.
Alex Shelley has trained and mentored some of the best wrestlers around, including Seth Rollins, Trey Miguel, who else? It was a couple other people. He
Generation Me, all
yeah,
of them.
the Young Bucks, yes.
Run that back. If you're going to go off that theory, what you're saying, right? Put in work. Put in a ton of work. Put a WWE championship on Tommy Dreamer. Because who put in more work than Tommy Dreamer?
Tommy didn't even like being. Tommy never wanted to be world
Tommy
champion.
hated being world champion.
Yeah, he didn't want to be the home.
Tommy said himself he does not want to be world champion.
No.
I know this.
He booked himself to lose the Raven.
Putting in work. Who else is putting in
No.
work?
There's a whole difference between that and what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Alex Shelley has trained some of the best. And on top of that, he's never really asked for anything in return.
And realistically, Tommy got the belt. I mean, he had the ECW. He was the last ECW champion.
Yeah, but Tommy has said himself. Tommy has said himself he's never wanted to be world champion.
It was Rhino, but go ahead.
But Tommy said himself he's never wanted to be world champion at all.
And they found it in the trash can.
What?
Rhino threw away the ECW TV and the world champion when he went to
30
TNA.
Okay.
It was a whole big storyline. Are you going to fact check me? I'm the wrestling apostle.
Wrestling
So
apostle.
what?
The wrestling apostle.
That's what he's going. That's what he's going to ask. Don't ask questions. You're not. Don't ask questions because you're not gonna get a coherent answer.
I spread the gospel.
I said okay.
So speaking of Impact Wrestling, I see the Rascals. 2 out of 3 of them have reformed. The Nash Carter, aka Wentz, is now back in Impact Wrestling, and he's back with Trey Miguel.
Yes. Eventually, y'all gonna form.
Exactly. Wesley will be back.
Wesley, we need to lead WWE. Right now, he's doing fine, so I don't see a reason for him to rush. The only reason
they treat TNA like the loved ones. Like you hold this person for a while, so they'll go to AEW.
But no, the only reason Nash came back is because of what happened, his release from WWE. Because otherwise, I think Nash would have stayed in WWE for a while.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They found that his ex was lying, right?
Yeah. I think there's evidence saying that his wife was lying.
Of course.
But
his wife is Kimberly, right?
Yep, his wife is Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Whatever happened to what was the dude that they said that was out of Kansas City? He was big. He was like the male version of Jordan Grace. Whatever happened to him? Mike. He was in TNA.
Mike Knox.
No, I want to say Awesome, but it wasn't. What was his name? He was in New Japan. He was in TNA. He was a big indie dude. He was from Kansas City.
I don't know. I can't think of his name.
Little short dude. He was like the male version of Jordan Grace, but he got caught up in some in that
short
male version of Jordan Grace. What?
Short dude.
That's funny.
He
got caught up in that wrestling Me Too stuff.
Oh yeah, that speaking out movie. That speaking out movie.
Nash.
Hold on. Did your mom say Jonathan Gresham? Really?
Who said that? Who said that?
Jim Hall said that.
That's the male version of Jordan Grace, right?
Leave that man alone. Greatest technical wrestler, goddamn it.
Fuck him.
Great technical
He
wrestler.
is not. He is not. Not
Who is Chris Benoit?
Bret Hart is the best. Bret Hart,
No,
Dean
he's not.
Malenko,
Bret Hart's not the
Bret
best title wrestler from freaking Canada. He can't beat any of his brothers.
and that's it.
Owen
He's got
Hart.
nobody else. No, he can't fly.
Wow.
That's it.
He
That's
believed in it.
There you go.
But he definitely could drop.
Brett was technically Brett was a higher flyer than him. So
He's just tap dancing Christ.
motherfuckers,
Yeah, but nobody
y'all
dropped
sit
no
here and talked about the Jibberquai. Y'all talked about the Jews and the Nazis, and my little Owen Hart thing was bad. Wow. Oh, Chris, you missed that. Oh, whoa. That was a whole conversation. They talked about putting Gunther up against Rick Steiner's son.
You started it.
Yeah.
Who
They
Bronson
talked about
Reed?
Yeah,
You
they
I mean
started it.
Bronson.
Yeah,
I mean Braun Breaker. My bad.
They said the fucking Nazis versus the Jews. They had the
Hold
Jews
up.
got one. That's what
You
they said.
started it.
But the
Hold
fuck,
up. So
I
you
did
go,
not.
you move down to Georgia, and all of a sudden you are revising history like every
No.
Republican
But-
down there.
No.
But
no, no, no,
here's
no.
the thing. He's
Season
Must finish
3.
that one off.
What's best for business? Season 3.
Gunther is not German.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
He's Austrian.
Kaiser's German.
Yeah.
Can you?
Ludwig Kaiser's German.
Again,
Gunther's
again.
Austrian.
We established that everybody on this panel is from America. Can you honestly point out a map where that country is versus the other country? No, exactly.
How
So-
you know?
Because they all the same country. Europe is Europe. Anyway, what else happened in wrestling this week? I guess I'm too loud, and my wife's looking down at me right now because my vocals are extended. But she has a Jurassic Park shirt on, so we twinning.
She's probably looking like, what the fuck are you on about?
Hey, look, watch this. Let me show. I'm gonna show my wife something. Watch this. Watch this. I'm in Baltimore now. Don't ever do. Police. They laugh.
I hope we smashed. No, we didn't.
Anyway,
Who's that? Hold on. What?
Somebody about to be beat on tonight. Go ahead.
I gotta make sure my voice fits.
Anyway, yeah, Chris. So, how you feel about the bloodline tribal court segment?
It was predictable, but it was great TV, and I'm really starting to like these little post
shows,
live events,
yeah,
media scrums,
yeah.
like you
Hold on, I'll be
really
back
gotta
here.
All right.
start paying attention to what Roman said, because Roman said, he said, "Hey, we're just scratching the surface on this. We're just beginning." So this is now the hard part is how are you going to keep stretching this out while Roman defends against other, because I don't want to see Roman versus every bloodline member for the next year. Because in all honesty,
I feel you.
Roman's going to hold that belt to break Hogan's record. That's I
He
think
broke it
that's
today.
No, Hogan is 1,400 days.
He broke it today.
That's maybe my first time.
I think he might have broke Pedro's record, but he didn't break it.
Hold on. Because somebody already posted for Hulk Hogan. Hold on.
Hogan held the WWF belt for like 1,400 days. This guy at my job looked it up. He's going to have to wait almost another full year.
Let's see.
Was that straight or was that because they said that he's at 1,400? Shoot, Orioles won. That should be a goddamn podcast because no one else.
1,042 days as of right now.
Yeah, and today is the day that he beat Hogan's record.
Probably one of Hogan's records.
Yeah, not the collective. I mean, the streak, not the.
That's what's going on. That's what. I think, Chris. I think that's what his problem is. Like you're looking at it collectively, not
the streak
separately.
Right.
Are we talking about the streak, the World Championship streak?
Yeah.
I thought Hogan held the belt for 1,400 days.
No, that was what you call it. That was
No, Bruno held the belt for 10 years.
Yeah.
Nobody's breaking it.
No.
No. He had the belt in the 70s.
What happened?
Not 70s.
And then Bob Backlund, I think, is second.
Yes. Bob only gave it to the Sheik because he didn't like Hulk Hogan.
So Roman has beaten Pedro Morales' world title.
So
right.
since since we had to bring down the
Okay.
fourth wall, we didn't want to stick with my damn storyline. I said that we would continue. Rest in peace to the Iron Sheik. Yes, we weren't here for that.
So Chris, buddy, Chris is actually right though. So Hogan is 1474, with Backlund being 2135 and Sammartino be 2803. So I don't know if Roman's gonna beat Hogan's record.
He will.
What
I
makes it that?
think he will.
How many
Let me see
days is Roman at right now?
1028.
He would.
believe.
He
What's
would have
Hogan?
to do it. It would probably be. I'm thinking WrestleMania, or a little bit after WrestleMania is when he would break Hogan's record.
Assuming he still has a title by then.
He will.
They gonna
No.
get it.
Assuming he still has a title after Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have nobody to replace him. Only thing that can beat Roman is cancer.
Yeah.
I
I can't with this guy.
And he beat that. So
The person
Did
they
he
want
really?
to have,
Did he really? Did he
the
really?
person they really want to have that belt is Gunther. So get ready for WrestleMania, Gunther versus Roman. I think
honestly,
that
I
might
think
be a little bit down the line.
honestly, I think it'd be better like if Cody manages to win, just give Roman a break.
Hold up. Where are you seeing these numbers at? Because I don't see Roman's
Cody-
actual number.
It's
I-
well,
I'm gonna say
see
this,
Roman in
and I know
5-something.
it might be a hot take, and I might be crazy.
you already
Y'all
are
might call me
crazy.
crazy.
You already are crazy.
I don't think Cody wants. I don't think Cody wants to ever be champion.
What's that?
I think Cody will be like his daddy, where to the fact that I can earn more money by people hoping and wishing I could be champion rather than being the champion.
I mean,
Now, I could be wrong.
Just wait until he steals someone else from a black guy. He already took a black woman.
You know what?
Ernie Ladd.
Well, that's the one thing that his father never did. So that's
Yep,
one.
he never
The
claimed
second
it.
thing his father never did was get a championship. That's what he's gonna do. He'll get
I
the
mean, the
championship.
WWE. He got the NWA one, but that whole knock from the whole thing
They
from
both had the NWA championship.
that
Yeah.
was the whole big thing. He got it from Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis took it back.
Yeah.
That was the one
He
of the
will never be
all-outs.
he will never be WWE. I don't think he. There's a good chance he might win that new belt that they have out there, but I don't even think he would want it.
I mean, even with the world belt is nothing. It's continuing the lineage
No,
of
it's not.
WCW.
No, it's not. No, well, officially it's not. We all know it should be officially, but it's not officially. Because W says on themselves that like it's been said like they're not the new World Heavyweight Championship is not fucking continuing the legacy of the old Big Gold belt. Unfortunately. Which is dumb to be honest.
I mean, they create their own history.
I mean, yeah. What else happened on SmackDown? I'm trying to think. I can't think of everything. I can't.
No, because the segment I seen this online. I seen this online, and this is
People
freaking
just
crazy. And this is crazy to me.
What?
They were saying, all right, so the amount of wrestling on each one of the shows last week. AEW Rampage was 36 minutes. Collision was 65 minutes. Dynamite was 53 minutes.
Mhm.
Raw was 54 minutes. SmackDown was 29 minutes.
God damn.
How
83
was
minutes.
Raw 54 minutes into a 3-hour show?
Exactly. So
That should tell you something.
Right. They were saying that the collective wrestling time on WWE is 83 minutes for 5 hours. On AEW was 154 minutes for 5 hours.
Wow.
My thing is maybe less is more, because if you keep giving me product that I don't want to watch.
Okay,
what are we gonna go here?
No.
I know. That's it. So as far as SmackDown, the only matches they had was the United States title match. Edge versus Cross was cut short, and Edge versus Grayson Waller. That was it. That was all the matches they had.
That was it.
Everything else was segments.
Mm-hmm.
As for Raw, since I was there, I know it was the main event, which is Rollins and Dominic, Rivas and Talia, the Alpha Academy versus Alpha. Yo, I can't. Cause fucking what's it? Maxine Dupree doing the fucking worm. Shit made me laugh. Cause
I'm
it was
so mad. I'm so mad about that faction that got burnt up because of that stuff. I'm like, that's just fucking crazy.
You talking about Maximum models?
Yeah, man. That dude got waxed for nothing.
But it was Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. Nakamura versus Damian Priest, and then everything else was a talking. Oh yeah, and a women's tag team contender match. Everything else was just a second. Talking segment. Yeah,
it was cinema.
Yeah, and that was boring. That which call was boring. Like the teams were that was boring and bad.
Well, like I was telling Buddy earlier, the crowd was mad because I was at Raw when that happened. That crowd was quiet, like mad quiet. Like
the one thing, but I blame this on Vince. I don't say Vince, but this is a WWE issue. Yeah. Baltimore was always a big WCW, even though it's Mid-Atlantic and we consider us to be North and not South. Baltimore is still a Southern, right? Yeah, Southern territory, and we know wrestling. It's one of the greatest wrestling towns ever, but I don't think Vince respects it as a great wrestling town. And that wrestler that I was talking about earlier, Michael Elgin. That was
there we go. Yeah,
okay, yeah. I don't know why. I remember. Oh, then he got caught up stealing pills in Japan.
He got caught with a lot of things, and it was stealing pills in Japan. I think it was stealing pills in Japan. I think he had a domestic abuse charge on him. I can't remember. He got caught with a lot of shit.
Yeah, Elgin, that was the one. Couldn't remember what his last name was.
Yeah. He got caught with a lot of stuff. I can't remember everything he got caught with.
But I can't wait for the day on WrestleMania to see Shawn's guy versus Triple H's guy. That's going to be a WrestleMania match. I was saying
who's Triple H's guy?
Seth.
Who's Shawn's guy?
Carmelo Hayes.
That sounds like a good matchup.
That's going to be WrestleMania. That'll be a WrestleMania match.
Again, like I said before, I'm tired of seeing the Shield. Fuck the Shield. Get them off the top. You got other talent you can grow.
Well, you must haven't watched WWE for many years, Jamal.
No. I'm over.
Needle movers, Jamal.
They always put the same 5 people as champions. Grow your talent.
Cena's over. Cena's done.
I get that part.
Seth.
Right.
But it's the same 3 guys. Seth, Mox, and Roman. That's it. You have no talent that can be champion.
That's not
true. You can't sit here and say, oh, it's the brass rings. Fuck out of here.
No, it's not the brass rings. That's not true.
It's the guy. It's the guy in the gorilla position that makes the decisions.
You don't make the decisions. You don't make decisions. Called ratings.
Yeah, and money.
No. I can tell you why. Because Vince put Roman in our face for 5 years straight.
And now you acknowledge him.
Hold on.
Now you acknowledge him.
He forced us to believe in Roman as a champion.
He did it with Cena.
Why can't you do that with other people?
Because Vince forces a lot of things on people.
Well, we
didn't have to write NDAs.
Take this dude.
Well, let's be honest. If Vince wasn't forced out of WWE, Austin Theory would be.
He probably would be world champion right now.
He would be getting forced down our throat. Pause.
He would he would have cashed that money in the bank.
Now, Jamal, you said Steph, Roman, and Mox. Let's be fair. In WWE, Mox was nowhere near the star he is now. Nowhere near. Mox is the biggest star in AEW than he ever was in WWE.
Because that's the big fish in the little pond.
And
they don't like pushing black talent.
You telling me that Moxley wasn't a star?
No. You hear me wrong. I said Mox was not as big of a star in WWE.
Dean
see the
Ambrose was
Yeah,
not as
see the-
big as John Moxley.
First off, let's run this back. Mr. Good, Brother Good. Let's go there. Brother Good.
Your
got
slave
it.
owner.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think if Mox was in the attitude, if Dean Ambrose was in the attitude era, he would be good.
He probably would be
But
the biggest. He probably
in
would be the biggest star.
In the PG era, because WWE doesn't do extreme or hardcore anymore.
No.
That's the he was done, and he wanted to be the new Mick Foley of WWE.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
because
where
of
he
PG,
came from. That's where he came from.
The funny about it, like
Even
Mark,
Even
What about-
CZW.
funny about it, Mark said he would have stayed, but the straw that broke the camel's back was that last storyline he had to do.
Yeah, he didn't like the whole cancer thing.
Yeah, that was a straw that broke the camel's back. I believe it wasn't for that, Mox
Yeah.
would still been Dean Ambrose
the
And he was
cancer,
still-
the what?
He was supposed to cut a promo
on
against
Roman.
things about cancer.
Yeah, this
He
after
was
this,
like,
this
right,
after
good.
Roman had to take time off, and this when Mox turned heel. The same, if you recall. So yeah, Mox didn't like that. He didn't like the cancer line. He didn't like the way they had his character be, where he's like kind of be
like Bane,
yeah,
like the terrorist.
yeah, he didn't like that. So that was a straw that broke the camel's back.
You sound like the black wrestler with the red lips on the shirt. Same shit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Get
What?
over it. You wanted to leave.
No. What happened? No. What happened with Mox is not the same. What happened with ACH?
Yes, it is.
It's
Oh.
not.
I saw the shirt. I approved the shirt, and then it looks like nigga lips.
No,
Let me go ahead and quit
Mox
WWE.
didn't approve it. Mox didn't approve that storyline. He didn't like it.
So they don't say it. Come on
He
now.
didn't.
That's bullshit.
Vince was
bullshit.
gonna make him say it. He said no.
Bullshit.
Mox fought back against that.
You are not going to tell me, as a grown ass man, what I'm going and not going to say. I'm not going to say it. Fuck out of here.
If he pays your bills, you probably will. You think Roman? You think Roman? You think
What you going to do?
you think
Star? You stupid.
they will? They will. They probably will.
Oh.
You think Roman want to say that suffering succotash line?
Listen, Roman Reigns uttered the word nigga. With
He
somebody.
did. I saw that. I saw that.
And again, the CEO of WWE, I still don't understand how he got away with this for as much as he was doing was saying, "What's up, my nigga?"
Because he had a black girlfriend at the time.
At that time, it was not publicly traded, so he can get away with that shit.
Yeah, it was.
This
was
was for
publicly
the
traded.
woke movement. Huh?
Not at that time. It
It
was.
was.
This-
No.
this-
What?
Yes.
It was
No one
publicly traded.
cares. No one cares what Vince does. He's grandpa.
Well, they do now.
Uncle Vince. He's Uncle Vince. He's the
No,
joke.
he beat the charge.
He beat the
He's
charge.
back. He beat the charge. He beat the charge, sold the company, made money, and got back in charge.
Yeah, he pretty much did. He pretty much did.
And forced his daughter to retire. I mean,
Right.
quit.
For her
Practically,
to
yeah.
retire because she
Practically,
ain't back him. She ain't back him. That's an HBO show. I can't
That-
wait
no.
until Vince passed away. This is going to become a TV show.
Oh shit!
Well, wasn't there supposed to be a Netflix show on him?
And he
That's
canceled
a-
it. He was like,
That's
nope.
some Trump shit. Hey,
But this time, Vince ain't going to keep all the stuff in his bathroom.
for water. I could drink water.
I can
I
only
can't-
imagine how seeing Linda McMahon just letting every woman come in the house. Sure, he's upstairs.
Or back slap or front slap. This way or this way. Why not say something?
But yeah, like you comparing the whole thing with Mox to ACH is no, it's not the same. It's not the same at all.
There's no difference.
In all honesty, I still don't understand why Stokely left.
He left because the hit
Hit bro.
whatever them niggas the black people call, they all got fired. So he was like, I'm not really with y'all, so I'm gonna take my stuff and go home. And now he's
Think about down
the
to South Beach.
He
Right.
would have killed on he would be on the main roster right now if he had.
yeah. Just like because he has everything to be a star. Too bad Tony don't like pushing black talent.
Oh yeah, we know this. Listen,
Because
I don't
he
care what
has-
the
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't care what those Twitter trolls said. Tony Khan was out of pocket for allowing that band, and I'm gonna go back to it for allowing that band to come on live TV and blackface and, as Jamal just said, red nigger lipstick and do what they did. That was
The
out
way
of
he
pocket.
did, the way he did Big Swole, John Gresham, your boy Low, what's the
Scorpio Sky,
Scorpio Sky?
Who
Like
apparently who's back on TV, by
Leo
the way.
Rush.
what's the other black guy? How they booking the Hobbs?
Yeah.
Like it's a trend with how he treats them.
Well, who's running? Who's running the show?
Vince
ain't-
did the same shit.
Nah. At least we had Bobby.
The only niggas that got over was my day. Only niggas that got over was New Day and fucking Bobby Lashley. That's it. That's the
No.
only niggas.
Mark Henry,
No, you can't.
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
Henry?
Henry. He had the world
Truth?
championship.
All Truth. He was on TV all the time.
Mark Henry had the
Truth?
world championship, not the WWE title, but the world championship.
The nigga, that nigga, the funny nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, that's cool. R-Truth, laughing joke. That nigga, fucking Mark Henry. Okay, he a legit athlete.
Do
I
you
give it to him.
have Booker T?
World champion, never WWE.
Okay,
Five
okay,
times?
hold on. Time out with Booker T though. Time out with Booker T, because when he first showed up, no, he was not. That took some time.
Exactly. He had to grow his hair out.
But he was world champion, not WWE.
Right.
You
So the
got
only-
to
Your only world champion.
The
is-
Rock.
No, that nigga is 50-50. He is not 100%. That's like Barack Obama being president. That nigga 50-50 too. No,
I'm in agreement
No.
with you on that one, but I
No.
digress.
That shit don't count. No. The only niggas that had the belt was Lashley
WWE.
and
Kofi,
the two niggas. Kofi.
Biggie, and
Oh.
Kofi.
And,
All
Big
that
E.
matters is the
That's it.
how many black people have held the WWE belt. We don't care about the world championship. We don't care about the WCW belt.
So, but that is three: Lashley, Biggie, and Kofi.
And all that happened last year.
No.
And they-
You can't say black. Full-blooded black. There you go. And Kofi is like black, because that nigga from like the Congo and shit.
No,
La-
actually, he's not
la-
black. No, actually, he's African, so he's not black.
So by that logic, it's just Lashley. Oh, I think it's
That nigga-
Lashley and Big E.
Yeah, you're
Big
right.
E's from-
Yeah, because Big E's probably Nigerian. You are correct. So
I think-
it is Lashley.
So, yeah,
I
it
thought
just
he
be
was
like-
Jamaican.
No,
Huh?
Kofi's African. Kofi's from South Africa.
Kofi African and Big E Jamaican.
Is Biggie Jamaican?
He's not Jamaican.
He's Jamaican.
Tour is more African. Seems like. We know they tried to make Kofi Jamaican, and
His
Randy
mother-
said, "What happened to who said what happened to your accent? Was that Triple H or
It was
Randy?"
Triple H.
It was Triple H. It was Triple H.
But his mother was the main one. Like, you have a West African name. Kofi is an African.
Okay. So yes, Biggie was born in Florida, so he's technically American, but
Mhm.
he's of Jamaican and I'm pretty sure I'm not. It's a word I can't say.
Oh, you can
I-
say every Japanese name, but you can't say African name.
Oh, fuck off. I think it's Monasterian. Yeah, Jamaican and Monasterian descent. He's a Jamaican and Monasterian descent.
Black and black.
So
One-
he's a Caribbean black.
Right.
So he's a Carlito.
Again, that shit don't count. So where's Bobby Lashley from?
He's American.
He's American.
So is Big E.
No,
No.
Big E's the dreamer.
No, Big E is American. He was born in America.
He's a dreamer.
How is he a dreamer?
That's what they're called.
Dreamers
No,
only count if
immigrants.
you're. Dreamers only count if you're. Never mind.
No,
No,
they got that paperwork. They got the paperwork.
Bobby Lashley is from Kansas.
Yeah.
See, that's
You don't
that's
get
American.
any
man.
American.
You can't get No.
You can't take anything from that one.
yo. He ain't got no descendants from nowhere else. No islands, no other continents. nothing. That nigga-
Lashley is of Panamanian descent.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Panamanian.
looking at Panamanian descent. I'm looking at.
He's Spanish.
Because his people was conquered by them, don't mean that because his masters was one, don't mean he is one. Look at y'all.
Because that was the territory. That was one of the Spanish territories in Kansas. Yeah. So now that nigga
Panama.
really-
Panama
That's
is
where
in
the
Central
coke come
America.
from.
Panama's on
Coke got
Central.
come through that canal.
Panama's on Central America. The fuck you talking about, Jamal?
What else? If you're going that route, then all them white champions are from Europe. No,
No, they're not. They're from Africa because that's where
The
everybody
white
comes
champion-
from.
the white. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I got you. Okay, I see what you did there.
Message. Hey, sorry, Caucasian folk, y'all from Africa, just like us.
Genghis Khan.
It's just till you migrated to the Caucasus Mountains and when y'all your skin color changed.
This show is fucked. We're not. Fuck. We're not getting no money for this shit. God.
Oh,
damn it.
almost definitely not.
Oh,
Almost
man.
definitely not.
I told you a long time ago, Jamal, you ain't getting no money till you appeal to the children.
No,
You know
let's
how
not do that.
And you know how we feel about the kids, buddy.
Fuck them kids.
There we go.
But whose kids was watching the podcast? Wasn't it yours, Bobby? I mean, buddy.
Yeah, it was. She
It
stopped me a
wasn't.
couple times down here. That's my agent. Dude, they
Telling
start back up again. Sure, where your money at?
At least the kids watch the show. Mine just walk past and don't say shit.
Listen, we change it up a little bit, less cuss words, PG it up.
That's
They
We
might
tried
invite us
that.
to,
that's
We
they
tried
might
that for
invite
like 15 minutes.
they might invite us to the schools.
Fuck the school.
Dude, we're not, dude, that no. First and foremost, we're not popular enough. Second of all, who really wants to do that?
Well, you know why that is? It's because our massa don't want to hashtag anything.
That's a whole other conversation.
I gave y'all access to all that shit.
That
No,
sounds just like a
that's
massa.
see,
Gave us access, but ain't giving us money.
Hold on.
Aaron. That's why we don't. That's why we.
Let me do it again.
See, Aaron, that's why we.
Fall down again. Okay? Look, I ain't got time to do that shit. Okay? I will give y'all full access to run a Twitter account,
All right. Yes.
Facebook account. Oh no, fuck that. Full wall freaking down. Y'all can run all that shit. Promise you. You know what I mean? Because Cheeky Baby didn't type his own shit. He had somebody else typing his shit. All right? So I can give y'all the full passwords, all that shit. Y'all can do the
All
Twitter,
right.
Threads, Instagram.
Well, close this out.
TikTok.
All
Anyway, as a hostess that have a
Because he's
whole
hungry. He's hungry. He's
as
hungry
a
right now.
hostess-
We need to
Oh, no,
feed him.
I'm good.
as a hostess that have a
it's
whole
before- it's after 8
connection.
o'clock.
As a hostess,
And
as a host,
give a shout out to
as a
Coach,
hostess
that's
that has a
6:45.
whole connection and goes on a whole tyrant, we thank you and appreciate you all from coming by and watching us this goddamn train wreck of a podcast. We appreciate you showing up and watching. Buddy,
And we're
plug your
back.
stuff.
Bitch, we're back.
Buddy, plug
Let's
your
go.
stuff.
Fuck out of here. Goddamn Georgia got me working all the goddamn time. Now we made time. We back on this shit every goddamn Sunday.
Buddy, plug.
6 to 8.
Buddy, plug.
Follow, like, and subscribe. We're here. Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Tell your sister. Tell your father. Oh, you can tell the kids. We're still gonna say fuck them. Tell them.
Chris, go ahead, plug.
I got this. Hold on. Thank y'all for joining us this week for another episode of Good Wrestling Podcast, Season 3, Episode 1. I'm your host, Jamal Goode. I can't do it by myself. Just joined today by Buddy. Go ahead. Plug your stuff. Oh, everybody muting that shit. They laughing too hard. Hey, that's some shit. The fuck? Hold on, let them get themselves together. All right, he's done. I can't hear you. Will, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Oh, fuck. Rage is Zeta on Twitter, twitch.tv/ZeoBlade. And I do have an Instagram, at ZetoGeek on Instagram. I post, I share pictures of my convention days and whatever the events I attend. So if you want to see what I do on a semi-regular basis, there you go. ZetoGeek on Instagram. Holy fuck.
Chris, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Woo. You can catch me on Twitter at B. I don't even know if that's my Twitter name or not. I just know it's people like it. Or on Tech Oven and Grill on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Tell them why you mad, son. We got the Mad Wrestling Podcast.
That should be the name of this podcast. Instead of a good wrestling podcast, it's a mad wrestling podcast.
Oh my god.
Buddy, go ahead and plug your stuff. Shout out to Aaron.
On Twitter I'm blocked by half the wrestling community. IWC. I hate y'all. Y'all love me too. I don't care. Fuck it. I live tweet
Shout out to
everywhere.
Shout out to the Biz Factor. You can go ahead and follow him at the Biz Factor on Instagram. You can go ahead and follow me, J-Mal Forever on Instagram, Good Wrestling Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. Follow me on Threads too. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you. Be safe. See y'all next week, fuckers.